Do you realize that this chart tells us the exact date in October that the Bitcoin bull market will finish? I'm going to prove it to you in this video. I'm also going to talk about the games the institutions are playing to try and manipulate you right now, because if you can understand that, then you're going to know exactly when to get in and out of the crypto markets. And I'm going to tell you why you should be avoiding the narratives like AI agent meme coins right now and focusing your attention to other ones where you can find much bigger gains. So do me a favor, hit that like button and let's get on with today's video. Now guys, with the Bitcoin markets looking a little bit shaky right now, we ask ourselves, is this bull market the same as others? Are we going to carry on up from here? Is the bull market over? Well, if you've been in the previous bull market or the bull market before that, then you will have started to realize that things are pretty cyclical. Now, not only that, we've now had that reinforced by listening to Raoul Pal talking about M2 money supply. We've also heard people like Jason Pizzino talking about 18.5-year housing market cycles and how we peak every sort of 4 years or so, and that's in line very much with the Bitcoin bull markets. But still, it can be difficult to understand whether this cycle is the same or not. But lo and behold, all of your fears are about to get put at ease, as mine were when I watched Nick's video from the Lab of Crypto talking about why this altcoin season that's coming up is absolutely no different from any other. In this incredibly interesting video that I recommend you check out after this one, Nick talked about the exact length of bull markets and bear markets and how they line up pretty much every single time. So spoiler alert, I'm about to tell you exactly when I think the Bitcoin bull market's going to finish, using the method that Nick showed. Nick simply identified that a bear market to the top of the bull market lasts around 152 weeks. As you can see from this representation here, the red line shows the bottom of the bear market for Bitcoin, down here at $110 back in 2015, all the way up to this peak in the 18th of December 2017. And you can see I've taken that bar here, which is going to then drag and drop from this one to the bottom of the next bear market. And you can see from this bear market, which was the 10th of December 2018, till the top of the bull market, which happened in the week starting the 8th of November 2021, again, you can see it lines up exactly 152 weeks. Now this gets even more interesting. You can take it from the bull market top in 2017, drag it to the bear market bottom in 2018, and you can see that that lasts for 52 weeks, also known as a year. Now let's drag that once more, go to that previous bull market top, and then go down to this FTX crash base, and you can see again we have 52 bars down here. Again, another year. So you can see from this bull market top here down to the bottom of the bear market, again 52 weeks. So what does this tell us? Well, 9 years ago, we had the bottom of the bear market that led to 152 weeks of bull market that then followed with a 52-week bear market that then followed with a 152-week bull market that then followed with a 52-week bear market and is now going to follow with a 152-week Bitcoin bull market. So, without further ado, where are we right now? When did the last bear market happen? And let's figure out when this bull market's more than likely going to finish. As you can see, if we pitch this out on the charts, we had a bear market bottom when the FTX crash came about on the 7th of November 2022. And by dragging that out 152 days, that brings us up to the week starting the 13th of October 2025. Now, I'm a little unsure whether the bear market bottom happens on the week starting the 7th of November or whether it actually happens on the 21st of November. So this potentially could be 2 weeks too early, and you could say that maybe it's going to happen between the 13th of October and probably the end of October. But my guess is somewhere around the 21st of October. Now, the more astute amongst you might have realized I've drawn some other lines on this chart, which are these blue lines. So what are the blue lines? Well, as you look down below, this is Bitcoin dominance. On the top is Bitcoin. For those of you who are unaware, Bitcoin dominance is the percentage of the entire crypto market cap made up by Bitcoin. At the start of a bull market, you see Bitcoin running quite hot for a long time. And we've seen that happen with Bitcoin running since the bottom of the FTX crash back in 2022, all the way till now, where it's sitting just under $100,000. Now, you can see this blue line lines up with Bitcoin dominance. When the Bitcoin dominance tanks, it shows when Bitcoin is starting to lose dominance to the rest of the altcoins. Here you can see this happens again all the way back on the 6th of March 2017. And while it might not feel like it right now, we have in fact seen the top of the Bitcoin dominance here. It has come back up for a retest, but we would expect to see that starting to fall off any time now. Because again, this happens a set amount of days pretty much from the bottom of the Bitcoin bear market into the time when the Bitcoin dominance starts to dump off. And you're like, yeah, but I don't hold any Bitcoin. I just hold altcoins. So why are the altcoins not pumping yet? Well, I've decided to then show you some examples. This on the bottom is AVAX or Avalanche, a layer 1 blockchain. At the top, you got Bitcoin. Now, as you know, if you've been subscribed to the channel or you've been around in crypto for a while, we have a path to altcoin season. Phase 1 is a Bitcoin pump, which is what we've obviously been seeing. And this kind of ties in to what I'm talking about. Phase 2 is then an Ethereum pump, although we're sort of yet to see that happen. There's still a fairly solid chance that that will start to happen soon. I'll show you proof of that in a moment. And then following that, we get the large caps into the small caps. AVAX is a larger cap altcoin. It's one that we would expect to see rallying sooner rather than later once a bull market charges on. And if we look back to the last bull market and we pay attention to this particular blue line, which indicates when that Bitcoin dominance started to dump, then we can see something very key indeed. Bitcoin dominance sells off very aggressively, and when it does, AVAX, that's been going sideways for a very long time, suddenly rips towards the upside in a massive way. It literally does 17 or 18x. Now at that time, AVAX was a significantly smaller market cap. And right now, we haven't yet seen that Bitcoin dominance truly start to dump towards the downside, although that is still likely to be the next move. But notice, at this point, Bitcoin is already worth $37,500, which is more than half of what it ended up the bull market at. Okay, so Bitcoin is very aggressively rising towards the upside right now, and the altcoins have been massively underperforming. That's nothing unusual. It happened before, and it's going to happen at this time as well. Nothing is different from what's happened before. Our minds are completely confusing us because we're paying attention to 5-minute charts, and we're completely engrossed in this, and we're filled with fear and worry all the time. We're not sleeping properly, when actually nothing is different. Okay, things are exactly the same. Let me show you some other charts that might be of interest for you, like this one. Bitcoin bull market actually topped out here just before Gala Games, then rips in a single week and does this. It goes up nearly 9x after the Bitcoin bull market is literally finished. And Gala hasn't even come into existence until like August 2021, which is like here. Okay, so Bitcoin has already pretty much had that first shoulder here before it tops out, before Gala Games is even being talked about. There are altcoins that you've probably never even heard of that will end up being the top performers in this crypto bull market that probably haven't even been launched yet. And while we're at it, let me just show you this. You can see that Bitcoin in the last bull market on the top versus Ethereum comes up to this area where the Bitcoin dominance starts to dip. Bitcoin at that point is worth around $39,000, $40,000. Ethereum by that point still isn't past its previous bull market high. Pretty much like this bull market, wouldn't you say? Then after that, Ethereum then goes and rips, goes up to around $4,400 in just a couple of weeks after that significant sell-off that happened towards the end of January into February of the bull market year. We are literally in that period of time right now. Yes, the blue line might move around a couple of weeks one way or another, but really the green lines and the red lines, which are the bear market bottoms and the bull market tops, don't shift. So are we in a bull market? Will we continue to be in a bull market? Absolutely. Why is this time going to be any different? Everything is set. All we're seeing underneath is exactly the same. For example, this from Into the Cryptoverse, you can see this is the Bitcoin market cycle bottom ROI, or return on investment. This is the purple line. You can see in line with the orange line, just heading straight towards the upside in this kind of like curve. As we can see here, things are no different. So take a deep breath and realize that everything is all right. Okay, because we are in a bull market still, and yes, we will still see an altcoin season. And if you ask me, we have in fact started this altcoin season. You can see this is the last 3 months on cryptobubbles.net. Virtuals come out of nowhere, done a 46x. XLM, nearly a 4.5x. HBAR, nearly 5x. XRP doing 4.5x. A load of different altcoins have started to run fairly early. Things are looking good. We have lots of excitement to come ahead of us. So why are we always so worried? Well, because the news is there, and the news is designed to make us worry. You see, at any given time in the market, we're going to see lots of positive news come out and lots of negative news come out. Now, if you've been around in this bull market or crypto for a while, you will know that institutions are a big player, or the biggest players. They are literally there to try and take money from you. Your goal, as far as they're concerned in this bull market, is to provide liquidity for them to take your money away. Now, to avoid that, we need to be a bit smarter and understand something. All this news that you're seeing on mainstream media all the time is complete BS, okay? While there is obviously information that is useful and important to us, that when it's kind of delivered to us and time to be given to us is incredibly important, because that news is often stored away and given to us at the most opportune moment to make us do the worst thing possible at that time. For example, sell the bottom of the market or buy the top. Now, here's a very useful thing you can do. You can go to google.com and you can search for Bitcoin news. And at the top, you can just go to news and do what I did, which is select the bottom of the bear market. This was around the FTX crash moment. This was when Bitcoin dumped all the way down to nearly $15,000, and it's very telling. Look at the news at this point. Come down below. Over 1 million are owed money by a failed crypto exchange. Cryptocurrency sees sharp decline as investors flee. bad news for charities that support crypto, massive withdrawals from crypto.com after CEO admits transaction problems. This is all designed to make you go, oh crap, why am I still doing holding crypto? Sell it more, push the price down. At the same time, big institutions are literally buying it. They're trying to get you to sell so that they can load up for the next move towards the upside, because if they buy too fast, prices move. They want to keep the prices there. They keep the fear coming into the markets. On the flip side of things, the last bull market topped around the 10th of November. Now, I did another search. I searched for Bitcoin news, did JP Morgan, and just chose another few banks. JP Morgan predicts on the 8th of November that Bitcoin is going to reach $146,000. The 8th of November, 2021, JP Morgan, one of the world's biggest banks, was telling you that Bitcoin was going to go up another 2.5x. Okay? JP Morgan, one of the world's biggest banks, if not the world's biggest bank, with some of the smartest people out there, was telling you on that day, our analysts think that Bitcoin's going to go up 2x in the coming year or so. So what was the aim of that? Was to try and get people to keep buying Bitcoin, because they wanted to sell it without the price coming down too hard so that they could take as much money off the table as possible. That news should be completely ignored. Okay, so yes, all this stuff with Donald Trump, brilliant. It's going to be really positive. And I know lots of YouTubers like to talk about this news and reinforce why it's such a big deal and why it's so good for crypto. And it gets lots of likes and it gets lots of subscribes. But really, it's just reinforcing more BS. It's obviously positive for crypto that these things are going to happen, but be very cautious of what different pieces of news are trying to tell you right now. So what's happening on the charts right now? Well, we've got Bitcoin forming a pretty bearish, scary looking pattern. At the same time, news is coming out that Bitcoin needs a sharp bounce at 88k as the S&P 500 echoes COVID-19 crash. Why would we be able to see a crash of COVID-19 scales? What else have we got? Bitcoin braced for a huge earthquake as Fed shock fueled crypto. But this again came out yesterday. All of this news is happening when Bitcoin's up here. Remember, at the top of bull markets, when institutions are really trying to sell off, they create news events that are really like positive. They're trying to push Bitcoin higher. They're trying to get you in to buy the Bitcoin knowing that they're selling off. Right now, all these fear news articles are coming out at a time when Bitcoin's up here and looking a little bit scary. They're trying to convince you that this is the top of the market because of what happens next is going to be the biggest thing ever. So just be patient. News articles like this are designed to rattle you. Become oblivious to them. Which moves me on to narratives and how you can become even better in this game. Okay, because now you're not susceptible to news manipulation because you're better than that. Okay, you're going to stop quoting to me, but what about this and what about that? Because bull markets come to an end. I don't care about, oh, well, when the institutions buy this and when we get like Bitcoin being bought up by US governments and whatever. BS, okay? Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't really matter. We have a bull market, we have a bear market. Without fail, it follows a cycle. Anyway, I told you to avoid certain narratives and be able to look into other ones. Why? Because right now, everyone is talking about what? Talking about AI agents, aren't they? Why? Because AI agent meme coins have taken over. Now, while I think AI agents are an incredibly exciting thing, these meme coin kind of AI agents are kind of like stealing the show a bit. Why? Because they're like meme coins. The market's been a bit boring since mid-December. So what happens when the market gets boring? Meme coins and all sorts of other degen stuff comes into play and everyone gets really excited about it. It grabs everyone's attention. Everyone goes and loses loads of money before the next altcoin markets rip. So how do I know that we should be avoiding AI agent meme coins right now? Well, guys, I know. Lots of you out there are making lots of money in AI agent meme coins, and I'm really pleased for you. I'm not trying to take it away from you. There is a lot of you who are getting very good at this, but there's a lot of new people as well who aren't particularly good at these things, okay? Coming in late, they're trying to buy the hype, but this is what happens when you buy the hype. This is trends.google.com. This right now is searching for AI agents over the last 5 years. This is the number of people searching for them. And this, you can see, is now topping out. You can see the massive dip that comes next. Just a few weeks ago, we saw a massive dip happen to none other than XRP. Look at what happened after to the XRP interest. Everyone stopped searching for XRP because attention hit maximum. That happened around here. And you can see after that, XRP goes sideways for a long time. Now, XRP is threatening again to break highs. It will gather more attention once more once that happens. But remember, don't go to where everybody is looking right now. Let me show you further proof of why this is a bad thing to do. This was meme coins. Look at meme coins back on the 17th of November, 2023. Let me just show you an example. 17th of November, 2023. This is Pepe. 14th of November into the 15th of November, it comes down, yeah, it peaks, and then it just sort of sells off and goes sideways for a long time. Don't go and get into coins everyone is looking at right now. That's going to get you wrecked. What causes people to lose money in times like this is getting bored and getting panicky and trying to jump around between different narratives. If you missed out on the AI agent meme coin mania, then I would suggest that you probably give it a miss and you come and look at other options, because there is other narratives out there that will do really well. AI and AI agents, not AI agent meme coins, but AI agents will have an incredibly exciting bull market. Right now, they've kind of gone a little bit on the quiet side. Also, real world assets at some point will start to become the thing that everyone is talking about. Everyone's going to rush in and start buying real world assets because of BlackRock and because of news articles about tokenization. At some point, gaming will go absolutely bananas and everyone will jump in and talk about gaming. Look, this happened before. Gala Games, this, remember, was after the Bitcoin bull market had finished. Gala Games goes absolutely bananas. Also, what else? Mana Decentraland, it went absolutely bananas in the last bull market when the narrative shift. Okay, so identify the key narratives right now, buy coins within those narratives, and don't try and understand exactly the dates and times when those narratives might run hot. It might not be for a while that your gaming coins pump, but I'm pretty damn confident at some stage they will. Have a balanced portfolio. If you wish to understand more about the different coins I hold, I've made 2 videos, one on small cap coins and one on large cap coins. I recommend that you watch them. These are the coins I personally hold, and we'll be making another portfolio video later on this week. Now guys, if you enjoyed understanding a little bit more about how crypto really works and what is actually going on behind the scenes so that you're not so easily pushed around and manipulated by all these like scare tactic thumbnails and all this exciting news about Donald Trump and all this other stuff going on, make sure you subscribe to the House of Crypto. We'll talk about exactly what is going on in the market as things unfold in front of us without keeping things objective, keeping things unemotional. Because if you're emotional in these markets, I promise you, you will get absolutely destroyed. So make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell turned on. I'll be talking about later on this week AI and different AI coins that I'm focusing on, not AI meme coins. And I'm also going to start talking about other gaming projects, real world assets, and other things like that. So if you want to know the projects that I'm personally buying, holding, etc., then make sure you're subscribed, notification bell turned on. Also, if you're looking to go and buy different cryptocurrencies, then you're probably going to struggle to buy a lot of the smaller cap altcoins that can make you significant gains in this bull market by using just Coinbase and Binance. If you want to get smaller cap altcoins, then make sure you sign up down below to use either MEXC or Bitunix. MEXC has over 4,500 different altcoins, has some of the lowest fees across the entire market, and if you use my link down below, you'll also qualify for an incredible bonus. Not only that, if you go and sign up for Bitunix, another exchange I use all the time because it doesn't require KYC, then you'll also access a huge array of different coins without having to share your own personal details, which can obviously be useful depending on which country you live in. Now guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video and found it useful. If you didn't find it useful, go and watch it again because I'm sure you will. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.